Boma governor ba ihe ọ ga-eme ganye uhu ihe gbasara onye ka efuja n'ihi na unless you're not part of this society, then you cannot claim to have experienced or suffered what we've all been through. We are subjected to a crucible. We had a governor here. You will refer to somebody, General Buffet. Now this is only a banga. Mama, my gay or a fork number. Imam Migeri, being a majola, Yagiri. On Erimima, Ashila Heria, and make a Ihedioha. Julanga, Anya Guaya, here Wumpany, Anya Guaya, Shani Karayamana. Manani Murika Guayashi, born out of experience. There's a lot we have to learn. If it's a mistake we make by telling the people who are taking over authority and governance, by praising them when they have done nothing, then we have to stop it. If you drive around Owerri, all you see is donated by, powered by. You can't power anything when you're doing something from the resources, from our own patrimony. You're not doing me a favor. You seek to serve. And so when you go in to serve, you render service. We were all victims to what the outgoing administration did in mesmerizing everybody and carrying us along. There's a man that has perfected the art of fraud. How can you make money by telling people that it is humanitarian? How can you? How can you advertise that you build for widows? And for those of you who go to church, you say, don't let your left know what your right does. When you start advertising it and use it to attract more funds, you're a fraudster. You're a thief. So we need to tell the ones that are coming in now, look, this is what we want, and this is what we want you to do for us. You're not doing it for yourself. Make a umakadilahi, poko anyita. Here I need across party divide. Anyabia hongash, anyabia politics. Anyabia woke jiri so that we will be able to survive. We will be able to face the storm. Ansobu no nani. Aka uke di marima. Ke urumaruma. Nina, for the first 2 years, Ihedioha will be faced with reconstruction. Omeunyo ulozo. Oukwaka ba asha wola governor mega ke ashi. Yambe who he will fail before he starts. And the mohunye I want to ekoga because I need to know ogo alura Chineke lula anya. Omehunye gashi ayalu. Omehu. I wish this kind of seminar or symposium will be set up where those of them who are aspiring for position and office will be here to listen and know that IMO people can never be taken for granted anymore. Now, in IMO State, there is no contractor that is owed because the contractor is one man. Our governor says he is not owing any contractor. It's a statement of fact. Because the contractor is him, his wife, his daughter, his son, and all that. These are the contractors. No document for those contracts. No, I think it's very proactive, it's very good. It's the right way to go. At least it tries to give the incoming administration the right direction. The people in IMO have actually suffered from the impunity of the exiting administration. And I'm sure the governor that is leaving must be living with a lot of regrets. And I do think also that the incoming administration will learn from all of that. the ordinary people are normally being deceived when people are in office. Because, God has no deputy. God has no assistant. So when people start acting God, it leaves so much to be desired. We suffered under the cloak of a man who gave very wrong impression of what leadership is. First of all, he has to take it easy and redress a number of things that were done unduly. Quite a number of decisions were taken, and it was a one-man thing, you see. Now, say for example, there are areas where we had court injunctions and they didn't mean anything to the governor because he called himself executive. And you would think that that executive meant military governor. His own executive governor was military governor. There raised an injunction about the market in Owerri. He takes the army, takes the police, and takes thugs. It's unfortunate. And, violate court orders. But the interesting thing I'm very happy about now is that he's falling back to the courts to help him. See, these things have a way they play out. I'm not particularly happy about what has happened to the CJN. But you see, there was this practice directive he put in place. The police will come and pick you up for nothing, and then they insist that you first of all go to the dock before you start defending yourself. Now he's fallen victim to that. So people must guard against such things. I'm not happy with what he's going through. But you see, they are now applying his own directives on him. These days, it's no longer the evil that men do, living after them. He now lives with you. And that's what exactly the governor here is experiencing. Most of the things he has done wrongly are staring him in the face. And he has no way to do, to resolve the situation. He poses his little boy. Nobody has asked the question, where did this boy get the money with which he ran the kind of election he ran? Where did he get it? You say, my son-in-law. Your son-in-law was what? Your son-in-law was a pauper. How much did you pay him as chief of staff? How much did you pay him as commissioner? For him to now run this type of... Look, he ran an election that with all the other contestants put together, he put in over 10 times the volume of money they put in. And we're here looking like fools, And that's why he's desperate. And I tell you something, he did all of that because he wanted to cover his back, no other thing.